So in a business, if you still have to take meetings with every new decision that has to be made, then your business has a leak. Your business has a leak. And that leak is what I want to address. I want to tell you how unnecessary is so many meetings or are so many meetings. There are meetings you spend your time in that you are not supposed to spend your time in. There are meetings you have that doesn't even make sense. You're not supposed to have them to start with, but you end up having them. And this is the reason, this is the leak that happens in your business. And if you give me the time, I will convince you that look, you're doing things wrong. So first of all, let's start with business operating system. A business operating system is supposed to give your business a memory. Now, a lot of businesses handle business without memory, and they don't even have the systems to be able to implement that memory. So this is where business operating system falls into every business. How you should be able to implement memories into your business. And how do you implement memories into your business? You should be able to make every yesterday question a rule today. When I say making yesterday's question a rule today, that means when we meet that same situation, we don't go sit down in a place or in a meeting to discuss something we have solved last month. If we have solved the problem last month, that problem should become a rule. So when we find ourselves in that same problem or in that same topic, we don't go sitting down and saying let's host a meeting or let's hold a Zoom meeting to address what we have addressed before. Your business has to have a memory, and the way to give your business memory is to make the things of the past, the information of the past, a role of today. So when the organization can have a topic about marketing or have a friction here, we don't just go asking ourselves, trying to waste each other's time and tell us, oh, let's host them, or let's have a meeting to discuss about this. All we have to do is go back to our vault, go back to our memory, and pick out how we solved the last issue. Now, if we can go back to our memory to pick out how we solved the last issue, we can continue with the process. You understand? Now we can continue with the process. Now we are not spending a lot of time discussing things we have already passed. Now the only time meetings can occur is if we meet a new problem, and in business we hardly meet a new problem. The only thing we'll meet is that yesterday keeps occurring in different forms. You understand? Yesterday keeps occurring to us in different forms. And since yesterday keeps occurring to us in different forms, we think these are new problems, but they are not new problems. We address them as new problems. We waste time addressing situations as new problems when they are not new problems. When if we would have put all these things into our vault, if we would have created a memory for all this, it would be easy for us to go back and pick out those information or pick out those solutions we have created in the past and then put it in front of us to solve the problem. You understand? So this is one thing I always tell to business. One of the first thing you need to implement in your business is a properly working business operating system. Your business operating system is going to save you from so many time wasters. And not just save you from so many time wasters, it is going to tell you what is wrong before your customers or your end users introduce what is wrong to you. And when that what is wrong occur, it doesn't look like something that is new to you, or it doesn't look like something that is like, oh, we have to start running hector scatter, we have to start hosting so many meetings just to find a solution. No, we don't sit we don't sit in meetings wasting our time. We go ahead and find the solution, or we go ahead with the solutions we have found in the past and continuously process. You get? So in a business where everybody has created a memory where every situation we have faced, we documented, it is easy to flow. That business, it is easy to flow. And the reason why it is easy to flow is that regardless of who comes into that business, regardless of who was employed into that business, regardless, the rule continue to live. Regardless whether the CEO is around, regardless who left the company, regardless who comes in, that rule continues to be, and judgment continues to come from it. So this is why, like, most of the meetings in the corporate world or in some places you go to is wrong, because now you guys address new problems, or you guys address old problems with new approaches, which is not supposed to be so. You guys waste so many time talking about the problem instead of going back to your vote, instead of going back to your memory to pick out the solution and proceed. So this we are into this YouTube topic. If you're interested in more things about business system or business operating system, hit subscribe. Thank you.